Okay, I would like to document what I'm about to do in the next several minutes, because I am very skeptical about this, but I've seen it work, and both Wyra and IBX Toycat have demonstrated that this is entirely possible. But I'm skeptical because it's weirdly insane, even for Bedrock. So before I explain the origin of this, I'm gonna go to Profile. This is a non-affiliated Bedrock launcher, by the way. That's why things look kind of funny. I might just delete this one, create a character. Then if I go to capes, okay, it seems like I have the MCC cape. It's kind of wild. I have this cape too, which I don't have. I can see every single cape possible. I do have some of these already. Okay, what is this one? That's Pan. That's the Mojang cape. So this is what I've been told. Apparently, you can get this cape through a glitch on Bedrock Edition. The reality of which I am both unsurprised and surprised. I don't really want to do this because I feel kind of bad. But like, this can't work, right? No way. Okay, so if I select this cape, apply it, and then go to my Java account, am I going to get this? I'm not going to use this cape. I'm going to delete it the moment I see that this is possible. All right, so if I go back here, I apparently have the cape. I'm still on 116.02. If I go play, create a world, I suspect I'm going to be wearing the cape, but I don't know if this is going to be officially added to my account. Bedrock has had a few issues lately, and I do want to cover that, but this is more important. Okay, I do have the cape. I wonder how I'm even able to get access to this right now. I don't remember this being a thing back in 116.02 that you could get every single cape possible. Okay, so I guess the next step is to just quit. Okay, now I'm going to close. Now, if I load preview... What? No way. What? Hello? Okay, so I'm making this video. I'm hoping that someone who works at Mojang is gonna see it and they'll patch this entirely, because this is insane. This has serious ramifications. Imagine everyone just walking around with this cape. What? Okay, so if I go to my capes, okay, so the capes aren't there. It seems like it doesn't save it in your capes repository, but because you've already saved this as a cosmetic from a previous version, I'm assuming it keeps it. So if I click none, it clears it and there's no way for me to get it back. Okay, so it just deletes it. That's fine. So as expected, if I go to skins for Java edition and then go to my capes, I don't really have any of those capes that I selected because they're not truly registered to your account. The game just believes you've selected it and saved it in your cosmetics. But this is a PSA to the people at Mojang. Please patch the following thing. What I have here is a custom Bedrock launcher developed by CarGem Generations. And what this launcher allows you to do is go through previous versions of Minecraft. Now, this is obviously very useful for Bedrock Edition because you can't do that on the native launcher. What you've got here is Minecraft, and simply the older versions are not available. If you click on installation, you can't downgrade. On Java Edition, you can totally do that. On Bedrock, you cannot. What? And so with this Bedrock launcher, you can just go to installations, new installation, and then search for version 116.02. Click create, and then click on play. While it's loading, I want to give credit to Wyra, or Wyra's viewer Aubrey, who sent this to them. Although I did find an earlier instance of this exploit being discovered by It's Me James, using a different launcher, but the exact same update with the exact same result. This 100% has to be patched. There's no way someone's going to be able to have access to official capes they should not have access to. So what I'll do here is I'm going to import my actual skin. And then over here, select any cape you want. I can't scroll down, I don't know why. But you can see that is the Mojang cape. I'm going to do another one, which I do not have access to. This wild one that was selling for thousands of dollars. So let's go back. Now I have this cape enabled. Now all you have to do is just close. And if you open up preview again, my skin is not loading. But on the back of it, you can see the cape is right there. The $3,000 crafter cape that no one can get anymore. But you can totally get it for free. Absolutely wonderful. My preview world is still here. You should probably back everything up before you do any of this. But this cape is totally going to show up in your world. Okay, so I've done some digging and I've found some examples and sources that may explain what's going on. Now, 2 months ago, Raptor YT_Jr. posted on r/Minecraft showing an iPad screen on 1.16 Minecraft that has every single cape there enabled. The way this has happened is that the iPad is so old that it can't even run updates past 1.16, and because it hasn't been updated, it's just stuck on this version. And as you can see from the photo, all capes are there. It's as if that version of Minecraft would just keep updating with new capes, thereby allowing anyone who has this version of Minecraft to gain access to them. I also found the relevant Mojang bug report, which is MCPE 84673, and I know this to be correct because of multiple reasons. And on these affected versions, they must have been testing something that showed every single cape possible. And as you can see, 116.0, 116.1, and with a fixed version of 116.201. And what's really interesting about this version, or this hotfix, nothing about the capes was documented. And as it seems today, this problem persists. Now, while I was doing my research here in this video, I wanted to see just how buggy Minecraft Bedrock has been in the last 6 to 12 months. I know I don't have the biggest audience out there, but I, for one, really am concerned. How can anyone fathomably show up in any Minecraft server with the official Mojang cape? Now, I'm fully aware that Virus Short has been shown to millions of people already, and there could realistically be thousands and thousands of people walking around Minecraft servers with this cape on. Why Bedrock is so problematic, I have no idea. I had taken a big break from the whole like bug rock thing. I know there've been a ton of memes in the comment section of YouTube posts, Instagram, TikTok, I don't know, of which people say fix bug rock Mojang or fix Mojang bug rock. Anything to spread awareness, right? It's been about 10 months since that very forgettable update.
He's got a shove on the hotbar. The real panic pops in.
Oh.
Oh, no. Man.
But I hadn't really gone out of my way to look into these issues lately, so I decided to visit r/Minecraft just to see what the deal is, and then I see this. Yeah. These things are still happening today. If you haven't heard, this is the r/Bugrock moment subreddit where people go and post their bug rock moments. Iron Golem exercising, maybe he's exorcising too. And as you might have guessed, a lot of these desync issues are still occurring. In the main edition of the game, that promised us that they would actually work on removing these problems upon the advent of hardcore mode. I'm not talking about graphical issues that are still a big problem. I'm talking about things that kill people when they shouldn't die. Every time I interact with the bundle, I don't know if this is with anyone else, lol. The desync issues in this game? Nah, man. There's recently been a lot of news surrounding how Xbox is going to treat Minecraft in the future, with goals to make it the world's creator platform. So without getting into too much detail surrounding that, a lot of this is obviously talking about monetization on the platform and revenue generated from its player base. Because it's not very hard for them to notice that Minecraft forms a massive part of their revenue stream. And so I think the major concern here is that they may start pushing a lot of these more advertised profit-generating items without addressing small things like this, or big things like this. Although I have admittedly observed a lot more communication between developers and the player base, especially as of late and particularly with Bedrock, the infinite arrows of harming change. And while we might not like a lot of these changes, it's a good thing that they're communicating. And as long as that continues, it gives us a peace of mind that they are aware of potential issues affecting their game. I don't know, hopefully someone from Mojang picks this up, realizes that this is a huge oversight. There has to be some form of internal logic focusing on specific items that players should not have, and they very clearly need to remove it. This is just crazy, dude.